It's been a really interesting morning so far. I got up and it was like there was 15 million tons of polystyrene beads thrown into the air. And when I looked more closely, of course, it was snow. Little frozen snowballs, teeny tiny ones. I'm so glad that I have my tomato plants still indoors. Anyway, how's your bank holiday been? Is Bank Holiday Monday at the moment, any bank holiday, superfluous to our needs at the moment? Probably not, because there are still some people who work, who have to go out to work. However, a percentage of those people who go out to work still don't get to have a bank holiday anyway, because their work means that they're there for everybody who is on holiday. So people like in supermarkets or DIY stores. So hopefully they get to store them up for later. I've been looking at different things, different ways of being and different ways of doing things while in this situation that we find ourselves in. I've been asking myself about the different ways that we can help ourselves with stress, a little bit of self-care. And actually I think this weekend was probably one of the better ones for the potential, there goes that word again, of getting things done, getting things out, releasing some stress. If you chose to boil an egg in onion skin to make it yellow, or used food dye or painted one, and the concentration and the act of doing so, did you understand that you were fully in the present moment when you were doing that? That for much of us, the distractions of what was going on beside us were gone, even when we're teaching children or monitoring them as they put paint everywhere apart from on the egg itself. Then basically, and it doesn't have to be children that do that, husbands do that too. It's the act of doing something with your hands, doing something creative. Now, we've spoken about this in the posts that I've crossed over from the shamanic pages. We've talked about potential, we've talked about the fact that doing something actually lifts you into a higher state of being, a state where there is rest because you're concentrating and focusing on one thing, on a creative act. Now, this can be journaling, it can be singing, it can be making porridge in the morning and doing affirmations into the porridge, which for me makes it taste better, but then anything that I think makes porridge taste better is a good thing. I am currently on the Rolls Royce of porridge in the morning, Scots porridge oats, and I must admit I'm not used to it. I'm used to the lesser oats, shall we say. And Scots porridge oats much too soft. But anyway, I still have my breakfast in a mindful way. As I'm making it, I have my routine to do, and it helps to build the morning, to set the tone of the morning, which I've already started lying in bed just after the alarm has gone off, which for me is birdsong, because it's much better than a clanging thing going on. Rolling your eggs down a hill, if you have one available. You could make your own hill, a little plank. There's a point about it breaking and thinking about all this beautiful work that you've done, and you don't want to spoil it. However, it shows the impermanence of things. When the Buddhist monks, particularly the Tibetan monks, make mandalas of coloured sand, they don't keep them. The wind may blow them away, But even then, if it's not the wind, they will destroy that work of art that's taken maybe days to make. They are very intricate. If you can ever get to see photographs of Tibetan Buddhist mandalas, I particularly like the time one. And it's a tanga, actually. And I have one, brought it back from Tibet. It's beautiful. The unfortunate thing is I have nowhere to hang it because these walls don't take that kind of mess. However, well, the tanga's not a mess. What would happen to the wall would be a mess if I hung it up. But I have it. I have it here in my heart, and I have it here in my head. And I can see it, because I'm very visual. That allows me to think about that and go into that mandala. If you don't know what mandala is, have a look, because you have a few of them yourself. There are 2 here. Think about that when you understand what mandala is. We've released the Therapist in Conversation premiere today too, and we're talking about coping strategies, and we're talking about that. Actually, it's a word I hate. I despise the word coping because it means you're teetering on the brink of disaster and you're just hanging on by your toenails. Whereas for me, to step back and actually assess the situation and stand your ground and say, hey, I'm dealing with this now. Not coping, I'm dealing. Much better. If you need help, ask. If you're not even sure if you need help, ask. Give me a shout. The email is in the information thing box on the page. All of them that this is being cross-posted to. There are no physical boundaries anymore as far as talking to people who you would like to talk to about something that's going on. If you are looking for hypnosis, if you're looking for shamanic work, if you're looking for an idea of how to cope with the stress of being in the house and teetering on the brink, coping, get in touch. If not with me, then with someone. Look at the Therapist in Conversation videos. See it on YouTube. Subscribe, definitely. But see it on YouTube. And understand that there are people out there from a gamut of modalities who can help you. Who are waiting to help you, willing to help you. That's why we're all there. All you have to do is email us, message us, call us. Sitting in your own stuff is not going to help. You can get help. And it doesn't mean that you're less than for doing so. It means that you're more than. It means you're more than capable of understanding the strength that it takes to ask for help. And how much it can help you to help everybody else in your family by helping yourself first. So roll that egg, break it, see the impermanence of life and act on the moment. Be well, be blessed, be loved. I'll see you tomorrow, unless I see you before then, of course.